you. I was going to say, Hashem.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hashem Al-Azizi, and computer engineer with 7 years of experience in the cybersecurity and the governance, risk, and compliance field. Currently, I'm working as a GRC manager in TAQ, industrialization company.
Great. Excited to get your thoughts and learn more about what you have to say. So why don't we get started with our first question here, and it's really about successful digital transformation. So I'll start with you, Hashem. Why do you think cyber security is really crucial to delivering a successful digital transformation strategy?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ted, for this wonderful question. Actually, during the last couple of years, most enterprises have been accelerating the pace of their digital transformation based on the adoption of leading-edge ICT technologies like cloud computing, virtualization, and other network and IT modern solutions. But at the same time, organizations are still suffering from cyber attacks, which are among the most barriers in the implementation of the digital transformation journey that the companies are adopting. These cyber attacks highlight that there are some pain points, vulnerabilities, weaknesses that are inherent in the current topologies, infrastructures, as well as the governance system of the organizations. And in my opinion, we cannot neglect that the digital transformation projects in the companies nowadays are not affecting all the departments, units, organization structures, and all staff and workers. Having said that, the digital transformation projects, along with the project managers and leaders of these fruitful initiatives, shall work with the cybersecurity in a side-by-side mode and have a coherent approach on delivering these modern services in an efficient and secure manner. I would suggest 4 of what I think are best practices that can assist in delivering a secure digital transformation initiatives. First, organization can establish a digital transformation steering committees and involving the cybersecurity in it. I suggest having a frequent meetings in the first interval of its establishments. Second, the services that are to be launched shall have a proper cybersecurity risk assessments from the beginning. Yes, we know that the services maybe will have some effect on the releasing date, but delivering it securely, it's worth in that delay in time rather than being a victim of any cyber attack. Third, I would suggest also that any changes that might arise need to be taken into consideration by the CTO, by the CISOs, and to assess the impacts properly. And the last, which I suggest, is the IT strategy and the cybersecurity strategy, along with the organizational strategy, shall be developed by all departments and shall be in align with the digital transformation initiatives. So there are no holes or on working silos mode between the organizations and business departments.
Interesting. Yeah. It's pointing to the fact of coordination and really working together across teams is so critical. I'm just thinking back to the last session and pointing to the same thing. We're just if people are communicating and coordinating at a high level is really a key to so many aspects of this. I was gonna say, Hashem, what are your thoughts on cyber resiliency versus traditional cybersecurity?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ted, and thanks to Shakir, Abdul Latif, Hussein for their inputs, for their fruitful comments and notes. Actually, well, I think that the cybersecurity describes a company's ability to protect against and avoid the increasing threat from cyber crimes. And the cyber resilience is more concentrating on the availability aspect, as Mr. Hussein said. It refers to the company's ability to mitigate damage, including damage to systems, to processes, and reputation, and other impacts as well, and carry on once systems or data have been compromised. The cyber resilience involves putting in place the business continuity aspects that can be triggered once there is a crisis or, let's say, a big incident. The professionals nowadays are focusing on cyber resilience because they are aware that the attacks nowadays have become more adverse, more harsher, and more harmful to the organizations. So they are focusing more on the resilience and how will the business can remain up and running and ensure the minimization of disruption as minimum as possible, taking into consideration the proper tools, resources, and solutions.
Great, great. And says Hashem, what are you seeing in terms of the cyber threat evolving?
Yeah. I think the nature of cyber attacks is constantly in flux. Sometimes the denial of service attacks are rising, APTs, injection attacks as well. But I see nowadays that the ransomware are really start hitting the companies heavily in a way that the insurance companies that they are offering the cybersecurity insurance are separating the ransomware attack in a separate section and offer a very expensive insurance policy against it. Just taking, for examples, only in May 2021, there were big 4 ransomware attacks, such as the world's largest meat processing company, JBS, was the victim of a ransomware. Ireland's National Health Service, the Health Service Executive, HSE, was the victim also of a ransomware. Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the United States, was the target for ransomware, and the energy company shut down the pipeline and later paid a $5 million ransom. The Norwind Energy Technology Company was the victim of a ransomware also. The attack resulted in the shutdown of water and water treatment facilities in more than 200 municipalities, affecting approximately 85% of the Norwegian population. So I think ransomware is really emerging these days, and cybersecurity staff shall take the preventative measures against it and do the proper mitigations, as my colleagues said. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Thank you.